I need to clean my toilet. I need to dump my pee somewhere. Where do you think? In a campground. I am actually embarrassed to show this to you guys. What is that?
Everybody has their job, 9 to 5, and getting drained. They settle for second best, scared to risk what the future might bring. What the future might bring. I hold my breath, waiting for someone to knock at my door, telling me there is more waiting for me. Whoa.
Good morning, you guys. Okay, I am just an absolute mess. The van is a mess. I did not get much sleep at all last night. I slept for like 4 hours because Vlogmas Day 6 video is not totally edited yet. It will be by the time you're seeing this video, but it is not done, and I would normally have it finished at this point. Today is Vlogmas Day 7, which means we are just over the halfway point in our 12 Days of Vlogmas series, and I am definitely starting to feel it. I think a lot of the little maintenance tasks that I usually have, both for myself and for the van, have kind of taken a back seat while we've been doing Vlogmas. I'm wearing a hat today because my hair is so gross and greasy and I really need to wash it. The van feels disgusting. I have to do a lot of laundry. There's just things that need to be washed. I need to throw out my trash. I need to clean my toilet. I need to dump my pee somewhere. You guys didn't really need to know all of that, but it's true. Those are all van life things that I would normally be doing pretty regularly, and they have been on the back burner. That being said, instead of taking one whole day off or breaking from the schedule, I thought I could just have a happy middle ground and do some of those things in today's vlog. I know it's not inherently festive, but I thought I could put a fun little twist on it for us and do something that I only do a couple times a year when I really need it, and that is to pay for a campground spot for the night. I think the last time I did this was back in March. I filmed it then as well, but campgrounds are just a great option if you have a lot of stuff that you need to turn over in a very short period of time, and that's kind of exactly my situation. So that is what we're gonna do today. Once we get there, we can do some festive things. I would like to paint and decorate the ornaments that we cut out in Vlogmas Day 4. Those are totally dry now, so we can finish those up, I think. And since we will be hooked up to shore power at the campground, I won't have to worry about my batteries or how much electric I'm drawing. So tonight would actually be a really good night to make those cowboy cookies that I bought in Vlogmas Day 5. So yeah, that is the plan for today. We can check in at 1 o'clock. It is currently 11:30. So we've got a little bit of time to kill this morning. I am in a shopping center right now with a TJ Maxx and a Hobby Lobby, and I'm gonna stop by both because I want to look for like wrapping paper at TJ Maxx. At some point in these vlogs, I'll be wrapping Christmas gifts, so I don't have supplies for that yet. And then in Hobby Lobby, I wanna see if they have sheets of glass for my stained glass work. I have been ordering all of my glass off of Amazon and I really like it, but they're like very small 4x6 pieces. And I just want to see if Hobby Lobby has bigger sheets with maybe more interesting colors or textures. So we're just gonna go have a look, but that is the plan for today. I'll be right back. You be a good girl. Hold the fort down, okay? You hold the fort down.
tumbleweed shadow, I'm tied to you. Tell me, babe, what are we gonna do? 'Cause you got me in a bad spell, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. In the light, I had a vision. In the dark, a premonition. You took my dreams and now I'm bound to you. Tell me, babe, what are we gonna do? 'Cause you got me in a bad spell, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. 'Cause you got me in a bad spell, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. Pick me up, put me down. Why you keeping me around? You're my illusion that I'm running to. Tell me, babe, what are we gonna do? 'Cause you got me in a bad spell, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. You got me in a bad spell, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. Being a good girl.
Okay, I just finished up in Hobby Lobby and I'm going to show you guys what I got from TJ Maxx and in there really quickly. So I got two different kinds of wrapping paper from TJ Maxx. It was really hard to choose, but I ended up going with this like emerald green metallic one that has Christmas trees and this little skiers on the mountain. I don't know if that's going to focus. Skiers on the mountain one. They were both super cute. Also from TJ Maxx, I got Olive a couple toys. This light up ball with worms on the end. And I think she's really gonna like this one because she loves feathers and you can put catnip in this one. So I feel like she'll really like them. I don't know if I want to save these for her for Christmas Day or if I want to let her try them out tonight. We'll see. Then from Hobby Lobby, to go along with the wrapping stuff, I got a couple of these sprigs. I think these are these for trees? I don't actually know how people usually use these, but I use them for wrapping because I'll cut off parts of this and then put it in the twine and like make little bows with these in there. I don't know if that's making sense. You guys will see once I wrap gifts on another day of Vlogmas. And then I chose two different kinds of stained glass. It was so hard to pick because I would have bought more if it were practical for me, but it's just not. I got this auburn color, which is pretty much the exact same that I used in the orange slices that I made, but I'm out of this, so I got some more. And then I got this beautiful, I don't know if it's going to show up. It's a lilac one with some pink in it. So pretty. So that was everything I got. We're gonna head to the campground now. Yes, good girl, baby.
When I'll be coming
at your door, when I'll be coming home. I plan to let you know the longing of my heart, the wish I carry high whenever we're apart. It takes me through the night when I look deep into your eyes. When I look deep into your eyes.
What do you think? What do you think? In the campground.
When I'll be coming home, and I am on my way. When I'll be coming home, I wanna see you play the music of your heart. I'm followed by your light whenever we're apart. It takes me through the night when I look deep into your eyes. Oh, when I look deep into your eyes.
What do you think? You think it, girl? Okay. Olive and I are settled at the campground. I really like our spot. It is the closest spot to the office, so it's right by the showers, the laundry, the trash. I already have laundry going actually because they close at 7, so I want to make sure I get that done. And I already cleaned out my toilet, which is why it's a little later in the day. But I think now I'm going to sit out here while the sun kind of sets and work on the ornaments. I think I'll at least get the first coat of paint done. I don't know if I'll actually finish them today, so this might be a 3-part project. But that's what I'm going to work on while Olive gets some outdoor time.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up 'cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. Myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. All the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
I am actually embarrassed to show this to you guys because I have never had this happen to me before in my life. And I'm trusting you guys with this information because I'm hoping if you've seen any of my previous videos, then you know I cook pretty often and I bake a lot. And I think I'm pretty good at both of those things. Like I never really screw up a recipe or have a kitchen nightmare situation. Let me show you guys what happened with these cookies, okay? I actually don't even think you're ready. This was the first batch. What is that? Okay, let's walk through this together. So this mason jar for the cowboy cookies in a jar little kit, this supposedly had all of our dry ingredients pre-portioned correctly. And all I had to do was add an egg, half a cup of butter, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract, which I did. I've like triple checked that I followed these instructions to the T, okay? This was our first batch of cookies, and I took these out early. Now, you'll notice the inside is rock solid and completely burned. But then there's other parts that are not even cooked at all. So I wasn't optimistic after seeing what happened to the first batch, but I did think maybe I just used too much dough because it's all sort of melting together and maybe it was just too much of it. So I did a second batch. And this is the second batch, just to give you guys a little bit of ASMR. What I'm assuming is that this just had way too much brown sugar because they're like paper thin and I don't think it had enough flour. So there's a chance I could remedy this if I had flour here with me and I just added a bunch of flour to the dough, but I can't do that. Anyway, it's a giant fail, but I do have our advent calendar tea of the night. Tonight's was a British breakfast black tea. So I will answer a couple of your questions, although I'm going to keep it brief because I think this video is already fairly long. A couple of you guys have been asking about my shower situation, which is funny since I just took a shower here at the campground. You've been asking, do I have a shower in my van? And or how do I shower while I'm living on the road? So I do have a shower in the van. If you guys didn't know, it's my little bench that's right next to my sliding door. I have a short here on YouTube of the whole shower setup if you want to see it. But I really don't use it unless I'm going out on public land and I'm living somewhere more remote for a couple weeks at a time. If I'm just like boondocking, that's when I'll use the shower here in my van. If I'm passing through cities like I've been doing for Vlogmas, I just go to Planet Fitness and I take nice, long, hot showers. And that's mainly how I shower on the road. I also will occasionally pay for a truck stop shower. Or if I'm at a campground, I'll just shower here and make use of what's available. But that membership is well worth it if any of you guys are considering doing van life or living nomadically. And then I'll just do one more, another practical question related to living on the road. How do you handle mail and anything you might want to order from Amazon, prescriptions, etc.? A couple ways. If it's actually from Amazon, I will use their locker locations a lot. So Amazon lets you ship sometimes to a locker pickup location, and then you can just go and grab your packages from there. If it's not Amazon, then I kind of have like two options. I can use a shipping center, which I've actually been doing for the past couple months when I was in Sterling, Colorado. They had a place there called Shipping and Stuff, and I just used that as my address for the months that I was there. I could ship packages or mail to them, and then I would just pay a fee to go and pick it up from them. If I'm not going to do a shipping center, I just do USPS general delivery, which can kind of be a hassle figuring out which post office is actually the general delivery hub for a city, but USPS will let you ship mail to their locations, and they will hold it for you as like a general delivery pickup, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it's not too hard. I haven't had any real issues getting things delivered to me if I need them. Olive is absolutely snoozing on the bed next to me. She is exhausted, and so am I. So I think it's time for me to say goodnight. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're enjoying Vlogmas. I will be back very soon with Vlogmas day... oh god, what day? Vlogmas day 8. See you then. Oh god. Why isn't this coming out? What are you doing, Olive? Okay, alright. Come on. Don't make me use a spoon. Let's go.